kick things over.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 50 of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon in all of its marvelousness. I don't know where Mike is, but I'm sure he'll show up eventually. We left off.
Didn't Mike say something about having tooth surgery yesterday?
Well, last
Oh,
week.
last week, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Wait for the headset. I'm gonna give him shit. Michael, you are 64 seconds late. Where have you been? Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to this week's episode where the party has journeyed into the unknown lands, the vault of one of the warlock crystals that at least Miss Holly and Godric have been hunting for many months at this point. Yes, your hair looks fine, Eric. But let's go ahead and kick introductions right away. Jeremy, you get to go first.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing the Azamar Paladin / Werebear, as well as the Deathcore Unicorn, Mr. Fluffy Butt, Sir Fluffy Butt to his friends. And apparently we are about to get lost in a maze.
Alrighty, Willie, Eric.
Yeah, I am Eric. I play Willie, the Tiefling Barbarian. I'm excited to possibly get to hit something with my axe. I might throw some axes today. I've been playing Little Baldur's Gate, and I've been enjoying throwing stuff. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see.
That we will. Max.
Alright, guys, I'm good.
Did loop de loop. Hi, tis I. I play Yidris Nightclaw, the fighter Dragonborn, and the dog that I do own.
Hamish.
I don't think that's really an
Yes.
ownership situation. It's more of a
No, I own him.
mutual assured chaos.
I gave him the offer to go back to his homeland, and he's decided to stay, so I own him. He is my child.
Watch your words wisely, because your DM can change that in a blink of an eye.
Too late.
Oh,
Brad.
I'm trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you.
Brad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad, and I play Erdan, the Furbolg Twilight Cleric, who is also a were-ape. If I remember correctly, I think Fitz and I had just started to get lost in the maze, just like everybody else. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, everybody is in. You're not sure what it is, but some big bushy walls that you all walked into. Pam.
So
Hi,
you're saying a
everybody.
70s porn?
If
I
only
was just going to say, it
90s.
sounds like my high school years.
I'm Pam. I am playing Miss Holly. I am a loving half-elf sorcerer, very feisty, very loving maternal. And we're ready to literally follow our dreams. So we'll see where it takes us.
Literally following our dreams. How long you been waiting to drop that one?
Forever.
And last but not least, Mike.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mike. I play Godric, Goliath Cleric. He's of the healing sorts. Yeah, there ain't much I can really say right now. But I'm here to heal things and kill evil.
All right. Well, as it was already stated, you all followed your dreams and entered into what you're assuming to be maze of sorts. It started with Willie and Yurndris, and the bushes closing behind the two of you, separating you from Hamish and the rest of the group. And then the rest of you backtracked to the last fork in the road, took your individual routes as per your dreams, and ended up in a very similar situation where, you saw the large bush walls that you couldn't see or hear through, and as you walked through the doorway or the entryway, uh, they closed behind you. But we're gonna start off with Willie and Yurndris over here. Um, you guys walked in, and over a couple of minutes following that, you had your what the fuck moments, tried to turn back, tried to open these bushes to no avail. Um, and yeah, you look around, you see a Feywild walkway, tall bushes, 15, 20 feet tall on either side of the walkway. Up ahead, you see a T intersection, and it turns left and right. On the right, you can see a pit of some sort. You can't see much more, but beyond that pit, you see some large. They look like sunflowers, but you're not quite sure what they are. How would you like to proceed?
Well, Yindris, I don't know if this was such a good idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. Recapping, because Miss Holly used message. So, Willie, you were able to hear them say, "We're gonna find another way in. Stay safe." I forgot about that point.
I'll walk up to this little T intersection. And I'll be like, think you can make it over that pit?
Yeah, so you walk up. You can see that the pit was a deadfall trap at one point that has been activated. There aren't any bodies or anything in it. Whatever was in it either survived or was so long ago that it and its bones decayed, assuming it had any. As you look beyond, you can see a little table there with some gardening tools and whatnot on it. And when you look down the other path, you can see that it turns left and then back right again. And that's about as far as you can see there. I'll move you up so you can see as well, Yurndris. What do you guys want to do?
Would you like me to throw you across this cavern trap thingy?
I'll chuckle. I'll be like, I don't think that's necessary, really. But can you make it across yourself?
No, we'll have to find out.
It's
I like
only
spirit.
it's only about a 15-foot jump with a running start. The two of you being pretty athletic, you're pretty sure it'd be an easy jump.
Yeah. I'll pull out my rod of my immovable rod. I just have it in my hand, ready in case I need it. And I'll go first, and I'll just back up, and I'll get the 15 foot, and I'll get a good running start at it, and I'll leap on over.
Okay. Well, true to form, with a 10-foot running start, you are able to clear that gap, no issues. And
I'd like-
land on the other side, rod still in hand. You see in front of you, like mentioned before, sunflowers, as well as two additional walkways on the far end.
Okay. You want me to say a rope, or can you make it? I'll yell that over to Yindris.
probably make it if I tried hard enough.
Your movement
Right.
speed's at least 30, right? Max.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you'd be able to make it no issues using the same method. Both of you make a perception check for me.
Skills and perception.
Well, that's how this is gonna go today. Great.
Okay. Willie, you hear little grunting, squeaking noises coming from the table with the garden supplies on it.
I'll be like, shh, get that something on the table. Listen, and I'll be quiet and give you another chance to listen.
What is passive of 11? Okay, in the silence that Willie beckoned, with your passive perception, you're able to hear the same noises, little noises.
I will very quietly pull out my axe, and I'll be like, what do you think? Smash it, ask questions later.
No. We be quiet and wait for it to come out and see what the danger is.
Kind of like sigh a little bit and lower my axe. I'm like, okay. Well, let's go check it out then. I will edge cautiously towards yonder table.
Can I make a quick above table question, DM?
Go for it.
Fitz still has all of his herbs that he had before we went in, right?
Not all of them, but whatever he has
I
left, yes, he has.
okay. I just want to make sure none burned up and we aren't hallucinating before we, continue. That's all. Thanks.
Not to your
Been in-
knowledge.
He's been in the maze 2 minutes. He's already wanted to hit that wizard spot. He's like, where's this shit at, guys?
No, I just wanted to make sure it didn't catch fire in his bag and we all breathed it in before we walked into the woods. That's all.
So Willie, you inch your way to the left. You're not able to see anything as you do so, but Yurndris, about a moment after he inches around, a little slug appears from behind a pot that was on the table. And it's very clear that that's what's making the squeaking and grunting noises. And as soon as it sees you, it puts these little, only what can be assumed as arms out in your direction and in your direction.
Aww.
He wants a hug from Daddy Indris.
Uppies, uppies.
Uppies, he says.
You very much get the uppies vibe from it.
I'm gonna walk over and give him the uppies that he so desperately requires.
Okay.
I just want to say before we find out what happens that no matter what happens, it's gonna be totally worth it, Yundris.
Agree.
No.
I love slugs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You pick up the slug and, give it little gentle baby hug, and it, over the course of a minute, slugs its way up your armor to the crease of your neck and just kind of settles in there. And you feel yourself slightly rejuvenated. You gain 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah. Friend.
Willie, make a dexterity check for me. You watch all this happen and catch something out of the corner of your eye, and one of the vines in the pot is like, you think it's moving towards your hand. You're able to pull your hand away just before it touches you.
I'll step back a little bit and I'll be like, Yundris, I think it's time for us to go on from here. I got a bad feeling.
Take my friend with me.
Okay. I'm going to take his token off the map, but he is on you. You're going to have the effect Hug Slug for as long as he is attached.
Bug slug.
Oh, that is fucking awesome.
I love him.
And then I will move towards this table and I'll be like, make sure that we like give that pot plenty of room as we go by. I think I saw
as you pass through the plants on the ground there, the vines start wiggling and writhing and erupt into something you've actually seen before, except this time it's much larger. A corpse flower. So I'm going to need both of you to roll initiative, and we will jump right back to you. We are going to jump up over to Godric and Miss Holly for a minute. The two of you, along with Hamish, just entered the labyrinth. You can see a walkway immediately to your right, as well as a head and to the right.
All right. First I'm gonna pet Hamish on the head. All right, buddy. You sit close. We don't want anything to happen to you. Get you back to your daddy, okay? Well, Miss Holly.
Real quick, above the table,
Yeah.
Max, you still are running Hamish.
I know. I'm on
Okay.
their side now.
Okay, just making sure.
awesome.
And Miss Holly, I guess we explore and figure out what the hell we're supposed to do here.
Which way do you want to go? You feel safest left or right?
Well, I mean, I suppose I'd want to start by, like, to the left and straight up is what you said, right, DM?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So on the path straight ahead, there's two right turns. One is closer
Yeah.
and one is farther.
Okay, so I'd want to start by here, maybe peek around the corner here real quick,
Okay.
and then come back around, and then peek around this corner.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, after peeking around the corners, I don't like the idea of going back. I mean, looks like we can keep moving forward if we follow
Yeah.
this particular path. So, I mean, unless your intuition's telling you something different, I say we move forward.
Let's continue to move forward.
All right. Make sure Hamish is. I'm just
Hamish, come
going
with
to
us.
assume Hamish is going to be right
Okay.
behind us.
Yeah, I'll move Hamish along as you
Okay.
guys go. Max, just let me know if you want Hamish to do anything other than follow.
Probably just gonna be having his nose to the ground, smelling around to see if there's like any not friendly entities
Okay.
nearby.
Fun fact that you say that. As you come up to the corner, and before you move there, Mike, you look and you see a dead end to the right. To the left, you see a table. Seated at the table is a corpse. And the corpse is...
That doesn't look seated to me.
Yeah, it's laying down.
I didn't design the map, okay?
It's okay.
But it is seated at the table. It very much resembles zombies that you've encountered in the past, but it is not taking any notice of you, not seemingly aware of any of its surroundings. It's like in a point of stasis, if you would.
That's fine by me. I'll keep my mace pointed right at it as I walk forward, because I had it out anyways.
Okay.
And investigate the table.
Okay, go ahead and roll a check for me.
I'm gonna say out loud, Garrick, be careful, don't touch it. She's panicking.
As
Of
you
course.
say something, Miss Holly, the corpse's head slowly turns towards you and goes, "There you are, Holly.
Oh, fuck.
It's me, Nick. I've been waiting for you." Go ahead and roll initiative as the corpse stands up.
I can spit out 2 words, right? 3
Yeah.
words?
Sure.
3 words. You move, you die.
Okay. With that, we are going to jump over to Fitz and Erdan real quick. Let you guys text each other and brainstorm. The two of you, along with Sir Fluffybutt, entered your respective manor. You have one path straight ahead.
Well,
I guess we'll go ahead.
yeah.
Okay. Whoever's taking lead, I'll have you move your token, and we'll just assume that the other two are right behind that person.
You want lead, Fitz? Or you want me to take lead? I don't care either way.
Yeah, I'm good with either way, but I am going to go ahead and mount Sir Fluffy Butt.
Okay. So I'll set your token off to the side, and we'll just run off Sir Fluffybutt then.
Okay.
Can we save that kind of horseplay for when you're alone?
Right, just because you're on drugs right now, I'm going to let that slip.
Better yet, because I think you have better stats, we're going to leave Sir Fluffybutt right there, and we'll just use your token.
Okay.
Well, if you got Fluffy Butt, then why don't you take lead just in case? Because I don't know how narrow this is.
Okay.
It's wide enough that while mounted, your kneecaps kind of occasionally scrape the walls. But you're not like having to move to get out of the way of the plants or anything. You come around the corner, you see you have a walkway forward and one to the left. As you creep up, though, you can see that the left is a dead end.
Hey, what was that? What were you saying? Always go left?
Yeah. There are exceptions to every rule.
Okay.
The main one being, if there is no left, obviously you don't go left.
I just gotta give Fitz a little bit of shit.
I know.
You know what? Now I think about this. Before we move forward, or as we're walking, I'm gonna give Fitz make sure it's the right one. Vigilant blessing. Gives advantage on his next initiative roll.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
All right. As you move through this weave right here, both of you roll me strength saving throws at disadvantage.
Aren't we already at disadvantage because of the?
That's why I said it, because I don't know if it'll do it automatically or not.
You said strength saving?
Yep.
I hit disadvantage. All right, well, fine. I'll roll it again.
Oh, no, that's a save. Never
Oh,
mind.
good time to waste a crit.
Yeah.
Do Sir Fluffy Butt too.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be with a +5.
Yep, I'm tracking.
Hmm.
Perfect. Where is Sir Fluffy Butt? So what happens here is the vines like shoot out from both the walls simultaneously, and Erdan and Sir Fluffy Butt are able to like move, get out of the way, or kick and not get grabbed. But Fitz, you are restrained by vines, suspended in the air, holding you from both sides. As you look around, you see a face appear out of the bushes. And I'm just going to put him right here. And he just kind of lets out a wailing roar at you. So go ahead and roll initiative for the three of you. Fitz, you do get advantage on that. And that is going to put everybody in combat. So now we're going to go through like we normally would. Once I get the rolls from those three.
Do I need to roll initiative for Hamish?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I mean, shouldn't Hamish just go after me and Miss Holly at least?
Nope, because even if Yernjus was here, he has his own initiative.
Well, yeah, I know,
Fluffy
but
Butt should be going on my initiative, right? Since I'm riding him.
You're not riding him anymore. He was not restrained, and you got ripped off his back.
No.
So
Okay.
he's about 2 steps in front of you right now.
the main reason why I bring that up for Hamish is because we're in 3 separate quadrants, and it would be silly for me and Miss Holly to go, and then the other group, and then come back to Hamish. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Okay.
But
I mean, if that's
It's-
that's why I wanted to throw that out there.
it's all good the way it is. So,
Okay.
the one thing I am going to do, give me 1 second
that's it.
here. It's not a bad idea, is I'm just going to rearrange the initiatives so that we go through one group at a time.
Yeah.
Hamish. So that's going to be 20, 19. Corpse flower. 18. 16. There we go. So I've got it set up. So each of your individual groups, the order stays the same. I just reorganize the initiative so we go through one entire group at a time. But Godric, with your 22, you get to go first.
All right. Very simply, is he going to respond to what I said?
You don't
hear a
response.
Okay. Very simple, fiend. Announce yourself and your business.
Sorry, puppy emergency.
That's okay.
As he stands up, his voice now deeper and reminding you of a long-tongued Nick aboard a flying ship a few days ago. He goes, I am here to exact revenge upon the love who turned upon me.
I am just going to swing. My mace is already out, ready to go, so I'm just going to swing.
Okay. You're gonna have to get closer.
Oh,
You have to move to right there.
thank you. It slipped while I was moving.
That is gonna hit.
Alright, and I am definitely going to be divine striking with that.
Okay. $10 damage there.
Okay, and you said he's undead?
As far as you can tell, he's a corpse.
Okay, well, I'm checking because when I hit with this Mace of Disruption, any fiend or undead takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. So an extra 3.
And if the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or
Nope.
be destroyed.
Does not qualify.
Okay. Well, I know I don't know the numbers, but
Gotcha.
as long as you're tracking.
Yeah, when you see him get down to like orange or red, remind me.
Okay. And then, if you think you're exacting revenge on anybody, buddy, you're coming through me first.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Give me 1 second here. I gotta do some math. Because stuff.
Hey, did you guys know that Dungeons and Dragons is pretty much just math and improv?
Yeah, it's my favorite things.
Okay. So you strike down with your mace, and you can see the blunt force of the mace really knock into him and do what it looks like it did. But as your mace lets off the little bit of radiant energy, I mean, you've swung with the mace before, not against an undead, but you've seen it do radiant damage, especially with your divine strike, and it doesn't seem as effective as what you anticipated from that kind of a hit.
Okay.
Above table, there was some resistance there. In case my monologuing isn't adequate. All right, is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Miss Holly. You just witnessed Godric. You missed him. Godric said, "What's your intention?" And he declared it was to exact revenge upon you, his lover who betrayed him, in a voice that sounds familiar, like a long-tongued creature you had some issues with during the Christmas special. And then Godric went up and took a hefty swing at him.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Nick and say, oh, so typical. Can you just move on? Poor little man. And then I'm gonna get close to him. And do I have to get close to him to do a little firebolt for fun?
No, you can do it right from where you're standing.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me give you your D20.
Fire bolt or fireball?
No, not ball. Bolt.
I don't need a d20 for cantrips.
Oh, look at that. The moment I was giving it to you. Okay. So let's do that. Ah, so close.
22 will hit.
Beautiful.
Your firebolt flashes out at him, and very similar to what happened before. You think it's gonna do this, but instead it did that, which is less than what you were expecting.
Oh, she's just gonna sigh. Godric, I'm sorry. I thought it might have worked.
Hi,
did
Miss Holly.
it did some damage to him, just not as
Yeah, but
much as
no.
you were expecting. So
Yeah.
above table, he is resistant to what you've now determined to be radiant and fire damage. So he just takes
Okay.
half damage from those damage types.
Okay.
But you know, when you overload them with
Hey, half adds up if you hit him with enough halves. Just saying.
right,
Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Or you can pick a
Cool.
different damage type and see if he's resistant to that, because he might not be.
Yeah. Let's do
Uh,
cold damage next time above
So
the
that
table.
was
Okay.
that was your action. Do you have a bonus action?
No, that's it for me right now. No, I lie. Can I walk around Did Godric check the surroundings like behind the little table? Like around
He did
Yeah.
a quick investigation as things were
Oh, okay.
progressing. The only
Okay.
thing you had enough time is you would notice that the table has a tea set on it and some old decaying like crumpets. It looks like nobody's touched the table in forever.
Okay. Then-
Pam, in case you wanted to do something else, you have the Quicken Spell Meta Magic. And I know you don't use your Meta Magic, which is why I'm giving you the newbie advice here. Quicken Spell lets you cast a action spell as a bonus action. So you've used a cantrip. You can either do that for another cantrip or a leveled spell, because you haven't used a leveled spell yet. Entirely up to you.
Do I have sorcery?
You have all of your sorcery points. All, 11 of them?
yeah,
So you
I
can...
never-
Are you on your actions tab right now?
Yeah.
You see the font of magic?
Yes.
All you have to do for Quicken Spell is mark one off, and then any of your spells that cost an action to cast, you can do as a bonus action.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
Oh,
that. Let's
Sorry,
do.
it's 2 sorcery points to do it, but still.
That's fine. Oh, okay. So that I have. I thought that because it was not checked that I didn't have it.
No.
Okay.
Nope, you mark them off
That
as
was
you
my
go.
bad. Okay. So I'm gonna try Ray of Frost. Let's do cold damage. See if that does anything.
Okay, go ahead.
Beautiful.
holy crap!
20. Okay.
Go, girl.
Well,
Roll another d8. Just one additional. Because
okay.
you're level 11, so it should be 3d8.
You know how it is. My mouse is weird.
I know.
I'm trying. Give me a sec.
Wait,
You-
it's your special mouse. You don't have to call it weird.
It's actually my
Yeah.
mouse.
It's
You got a second. I'm going through and I'm updating all of your cantrips, because none of them were updated.
okay. Any minute
More
now.
powerful. Hey.
Woo, woo. Oh my god. We'll be here until tomorrow.
All of this frustration we can hear with the rolling of the dice.
I can hear it every time. Here, I'll roll it for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, please.
8. So
I trust you.
that is an additional 16 damage.
Okay, cool.
So a total of 28 damage, which would put him there. And yeah, it is such a blast that it blows. Like, you see 3 of his fingers on one hand just go frostbitten and then fall off in small shards of ice.
Love it. And I'm just gonna yell out, "You're welcome, baby." That's it.
Hamish, a d4, please.
Hey. Ooh, fun.
Okay, so he gets 2 ferocity points. And what would he like to do?
He's gonna move over here and start growling, and that is all he's going to do.
This is gonna bring us to good old Nick's turn.
Call him Nyx instead of corpse.
Oh, yeah, I can identify him here. There you go.
I appreciate it.
He gets a -2 from the frostbite, but is gonna take a swing at Godric, missing.
With his fist?
Yeah.
It should be a disadvantage. He's missing fingers.
It is.
Sorry.
It's a -2.
Oh. Okay.
Yep,
That's
I put
where
it
that
on
came
there.
from. Okay.
But he misses both of his swings. And that is going to bring us back over to Willie and Yerndris. The corpse flower gets to go first. And Willie, you are close enough.
Guys, I'm going to disappear for about 5 minutes because I think my router's about to reset.
Okay.
Be back ASAP.
So Willie, 3 tentacles just lash out at you. And the first 2 hit. There's 1. And there's 2. Looks like you took 10 on the first blow and 14 on the second. That is going to end his turn. Yerndris, you are up. At the start of your turn, you feel the slug hug onto the base of your neck. And you can... It's a very, very faint feeling, but you can feel a little bit of energy off the slug. The same feeling you got when you gained the temporary hit points the first time. But you don't notice any changes. It's your go.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Alright. That is going to hit.
Fire damage.
Okay. It's going to be 7. Okay.
Here. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Willie, you're up.
Alright. Yell at this flower, first and foremost, hitting me. Then I'll go ahead. Let's go on myself. That. Wild magic table real quick.
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you. Until your rage ends, the ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Fight fire with fire, bud. So can I move? Am I in this guy's attack range?
You are. You are just at the edge of it. Like, you feel if you took a step back, those tentacles wouldn't have been able to hit you.
I am going to just go over here. And I'll take the attack of opportunity. That's
Okay. That is going to miss. Coming around that corner, you see a long hallway.
Yeah, so how far could I move and still have line of sight on him? Could I step back to there?
Well, that was 35 feet you just moved.
I have 40.
Okay.
I can move 5 more.
So you'd be able to... Right there. With 40 feet.
Perfect. I am going to... Again, I'm gonna whip 2 hand axes at this motherfucker.
Okay. First one hits. Max damage.
Apparently that was my hand axe plus 1 that I threw there. Let me make it. Okay.
Fantasy Grounds, forcing me to hand draw weapon shapes.
Then apparently the other thing I'm going to throw is a light hammer because I have just a fucking assortment of weapons. Ah, I miss it. Okay. I'll keep track over here of what I put them.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
I'll yell out to Yindris, "Watch out, he's poisonous!" I'm Australian now, apparently, and I'll end my turn.
All right. That is going to jump us over to the other end of the map. That is one tiny little blight. I went to 3D mode there. All of the bushes surrounding the three of you start shaking. And as they shake, what are they called? The things in the desert. Tumbleweeds. There you go. 2 tumbleweeds fall out. And just give me 1 second here. One pops up behind Erdan. The other pops up behind or in front of Sir Fluffy Butt. But that is his turn. Erdan, you're up.
Okay, let me check one thing here real quick because I think it might be an action to do that. It's an action to shapeshift, right? If I remember correctly.
I don't remember. Hold on.
I thought it was a bonus action.
It might be.
I can't remember.
It's a bonus
Yeah, I don't
action.
know, because normally I do it right, before combat, so...
The bonus action.
No, I made it an action. The only time it would be a bonus action is if you were born as one and spent your whole life doing it.
Gotcha.
So it is an action to shift.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. That's already ticked off. Oh shit. First things first. I want to try to get Fitz unrestrained.
Okay.
That's gonna be the first thing.
That is gonna be a strength check.
Okay.
Which you are still a level of exhaustion, so at disadvantage.
So do you want me to actually click the disadvantage button, or?
Yeah, click it just to make sure it rolls it right.
Okay.
Okay. So you wouldn't have been able to guide yourself because guidance is an action to do and you're in combat.
That's right.
And you're using your action to try and break him free. Go ahead and make an
Gotcha.
Arcana check for me, though. Okay.
Hey, my checks are shitty.
You grab onto the vines and try to pull with all your might, and they don't snap loose.
Okay. I will With that being said, let me make sure this is a bonus action. I'm pretty sure it is because I use it all the time. I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I'm going to put, right there.
Beautiful. And you get an attack with that right away as well.
Okay. Let me mark this off before I forget.
What level did you cast that at?
2. Just,
Okay. All right, and that spiritual weapon will get advantage for flanking on Twig Blight 14 there.
Okay.
That'll hit.
It's like I spit at it.
Something like that. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Twig Blight 14 is going to take a claw at you, Erdan. Missing. Twig Blight 6 is going to take a claw at Sir Fluffy Butt. Hitting. And Fitz, you're up. So you are restrained around the torso, suspended a couple of feet off the ground. It is either a strength saving throw to break free, or you can still take your action to attack. You just can't move.
Okay.
And you're actually closer to there.
I am going to use my action to turn into a werebear.
Okay.
Does that
It will not break you free, so you'll still be restrained.
Things just got a little tighter, buddy.
okay. In that case,
I need you to drop the effect on yourself.
oh, did I?
Yeah, you just click the box.
Oh, at least I was keeping track of that.
I'm thinking, Batman little coat, Batman little coat.
I'm so glad somebody else was thinking that too.
Right. Okay. Yeah, these tight corner. Yeah, there's not. Okay, and then I think that's gonna be it for my turn.
Alrighty. Sir Fluffy Butt.
If he moves kind of back here into the corner, does he have flanking with Erdan on the bush blight?
I'm gonna say, so that token is just there to give you guys something to target. The Bush Blight is the wall, so there's no flanking him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the token is just there so you guys have something to target.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That is, however, where the face appeared. It's just the bush kind of took a facial form, but as far as you can tell, it doesn't have a body. It is the wall.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and attack this twig blight then.
Okay. That is going to hit. 12 damage. And that is going to hit as well for an additional 16 damage. That twig blight is looking rough. It's like, as he kicked and horned, it like ripped shreds of the twigs out of its body, and it's looking rough.
Great, so when he impales this corpse, it's not gonna look like he just slaughtered someone. It's gonna look like he stole some vegan's dinner.
Or he was chopping wood. One of the two.
Alright. That's yeah, okay. That's kind of deathcore. We'll go with that.
Is that it for him?
Yes, that's all he can do.
All
He-
right.
He had a really good time at Burning Man.
Right?
Well, that is
Could
going to
you
bring us
imagine?
back around to the top of the order. Godric, you are up.
Oh, we don't even have to talk about it. Godric sees this bastard sitting right in front of him, so.
That'll hit.
Yeah, it does.
Why did that sound so creepy, man?
Cheers.
You're still thinking about that 70s bush, aren't you?
Not fully.
Like a landing strip then, or what are we talking?
Yeah, I much prefer the landing strip.
Huh? Alright,
Or
sure.
linoleum. I'm not a big fan of carpet. I like linoleum.
All right. So he actually took 12 points of damage. Give him those 2 back.
It's not a mace of disruption.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else for your turn? Oh, I gotta.
No, as long as you're keeping track of those hit points.
Yeah, I gotta give him another 3 back. There we go. Okay. Nothing else for you. That'll bring us to Miss Holly. You're muted.
Sorry. Can I do another ray of frost?
You sure can.
All right. This is fun. Aw.
Hold on, because you didn't have him targeted. Let me drop it on him, see if you hit or not. That does hit. He just hits him. 18 damage. There. I targeted him for you, so you can just click your buttons from now on, Pam.
Alrighty. I'm gonna use points again.
Okay. Click off 2 of them. Beautiful. Another ray of frost, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Perfect. You hit again. He is starting to look rough. He's got like frostbite all over his body. I mean, he was a corpse, so it's like you're freezing off chunks of what was this body's flesh as you're going, but you're definitely putting in some work.
Good.
Anything else for your turn?
No. That's it.
All right, Mr. Hamish.
Learning. We're so proud. Oh, that's a lot of fucking. Okay. Well, he is gonna do a run, jump over this tree stump, and then use his get him ferocity and bite down upon the corpse's face.
Alrighty, send it.
What I wanted it to do.
It's gonna hit though,
Yes.
and he fails his dex save.
And he failed, so he is grappled.
12 points of
It
damage.
did do.
And he's grappled.
It did do what I wanted.
Boy, Hamish, good boy.
And I'm gonna put him right there. Anything else for Hamish?
He's just gonna be growling while he's. You know what, like German shepherds do when they go to bite that, like arm thing when trainers are training them to bite. He's just gonna be grabbing and shaking his head. And that's
All
it.
right. Sounds good. Well, that brings us to the corpse's turn. Not happy not being able to reach what he wants. It's going to be a swing for Hamish. Missing. And another one for Hamish because he doesn't have a right arm to use right now. But that's it for him.
Don't mind the dog. Look at me, you bastard.
And that's going to bring us back over to Willie, Irndris, and the Corpse Flower. With the Corpse Flower up first. Yurndris, you are in range, so you are getting 3 tentacles. A 1, a 2, a 3, with the first and third hitting some nastiness. That is it for his turn. Yurndris, at the beginning of your turn, you feel that little energy in the crease of your neck, and the temporary hit points you just used are replenished. You get another 5 temporary hit points.
I love my little friend. I'm gonna smack this stupid fucking flower with my battle axe.
Okay.
And it's a crit. That should have been a crit. You little hoe.
So it won't read as a crit. What you need to do when you roll the damage is hold left shift down. So hold left shift, then click your damage die and drop it on him, and it'll roll it as a crit. Boom.
Fabulous.
19 damage with the lightning battle axe.
Okay.
That's your first swing.
Again. Doing it again. Another crit. Let's fucking go.
The one game in months where you actually hit something with your battle axe, you crit back to back.
I know. What? Crazy.
It's the hug slug. You just needed some emotional support.
Exactly.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna use my action surge and take another swing at it.
You get 2 more swings, actually.
Oh, yeah, let's fucking
Send it.
get in it. Oh, well.
With the natty 1.
It can only last for so long, guys.
You swing your battle axe, and as you do, you miss and quickly realize what Bairn went through as you slash yourself in the upper thigh. I need you to roll crit damage on yourself. And if anybody doesn't believe me, I will share the fumble effect. It's called the suicide strike.
You just can't stop critting tonight.
No.
Hey,
It's a
you're 3 for
20
3 on crits, though. So you got 1 more attack.
Guys, this is bad. This is so bad. Okay, well, you know.
But that misses, which is understandable because your leg, like, hemorrhaged for a moment there.
Bro, what the shit?
You got a bonus
Okay.
action or movement?
Oh. If I use my second wind, is that an action?
I don't remember. I gotta pull it up and look.
I don't think so. It's part of my fighter action, so I don't. Oh, it might be an action.
It is a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus your fighter level of hit points. You can only use it once per short or long rest, so you can do it as a bonus action, though.
I'm gonna do that because
Hold on, before you roll it,
I'm not rolling.
let me... Plus your... Okay, no, it's set right. So just drop that heal on yourself. Almost maxed it out. 19 points back. Nice.
Well, and then I'm gonna be done with my turn.
Alrighty. Mr. Willie. You're muted.
Lost Discord.
There it is.
Jeez. This is looking rough over here. Shit. Okay. I guess I'm gonna come back fucking up in here, and I'm gonna use my axe, known as Judy, to hit this motherfucker once. Do some damage. And swing on it again. I don't have cool Yinder's crits, but I'll just hit a normal, whatever. All right, bam, him twice. Good deal.
All right. You guys are starting to see as you're wailing on it with your axes that the thick weave of vines that make up the majority of the body of this plant are starting to break away, and you can see the decomposed corpses within that you're familiar with from the first time you fought a corpse flower back on Brawl. That's it for your turn, Willie?
Yep, that is what I have.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us back over to the other side of the map. It is the Bush Blight's turn. He is going to thrash out with a bunch of vines against Erdan, hitting
Fuck you, Bush.
just like a 70s porno.
That's what she said.
And the second
Oh,
one's
dude,
going
I'm
to
ripping that shit
slam.
with my teeth, dude.
Second one's going to slam Fitz, which misses. That is his turn. Erdan, you're up.
All right. So, first things first, I am going to, let me see here. I'm going to lash out at the Bush Blight with my, let me see here. What do I have? The Vicious Warhammer.
Okay.
So if I remember right, that's just rolling.
So roll to see if you hit first.
Okay.
Start there.
Let's start with that.
Okay. So you do hit. So
And then
you'll do your Warhammer damage and then your Divine Strike damage.
4 damage, and then Divine Strike.
Okay.
Wow.
So you swing with the hammer, and you're swinging at a wall. So what would normally be 8 damage against a humanoid, not doing a whole lot against a wall. And with every hit, you can see the green flash, or sorry, the purple flash of psychic energy as you impale it, and that energy just completely dissipates and doesn't connect with the target at all.
Okay, well, fuck that thing.
So that was your action for the round.
Yep, for the bonus stuff, I'm going to use the spiritual weapon on the Twig Blight. But I was reading and I had a question for this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn that down. Sorry, I got a phone call going in the background, so I apologize. Okay, so it says that on a hit of, or let me see if it even hits first, and then we'll deal with that. That might be easier to do.
We'll say it anyways, just so we are aware for the future.
For the spiritual weapon, it says on a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So I looked it up, and the spellcasting ability modifier for the cleric should be your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. So that would be 1d8 plus.
Nope, you're right. It just didn't get coded in.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. That's all.
So he would have gotten an extra 6 damage last round, that Twig Blight. So I will put that on there.
8 damage. I got +4 proficiency and +4 wisdom.
Oh, you're right. Wrong game. My bad.
That's all right. Oh, okay. So that's how you add that in there. Okay, that was my other question. Let me lash out with him, see if this even works.
Add advantage for flanking.
Oh, yep.
Thank God, because you fumbled.
Yep. Let me throw it again. Still ain't doing much.
You miss, but at least it wasn't a fumble.
Okay. Well, that's what I got for... Yeah, that's what I got for right now.
All right. Twig Blight is going to lash out at you, Erdan. Natty 1, you can take your reaction to get another swing on him if you want, on Twig Blight 14.
Yes, I very much would like to do that.
Okay. While you're doing that, the other one is going to take a swing at Sir Fluffy Butt. Hitting. You do hit the Twig Blight.
And a Divine Strike doesn't count because I already used it.
Correct. Takes the full blunt of it. And that is going to bring us to Fitz.
Okay. Sorry about that, Dave. Okay, so hold on. I just went on the California DOJ website. It says purchasers of handguns must provide proof of California residency,
Brad, you're not muted. There you go.
Thank you.
Jeremy, you're up.
Hey, I was interested in what was happening.
California DOJ, like that has nothing to do. Go ahead, Jeremy.
My bad.
Okay. As a... Let's see. Yep, here we go.
That will hit.
Why was that an advantage?
Disadvantage because you're grappled.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's odd.
Mm-hmm.
Now who's on drugs?
27 damage. He took the full blunt of it.
Yeah, he did.
We're gonna go again. 18 will hit. Another 28 damage. If a wall could look rough, this one looks rough. It's like a downtown Detroit versus an uptown New York wall right now. And it's the Detroit one. I've never been to Detroit. Don't hate me if you're from there. That was the first thought that came to mind.
Look,
I've
if
been
they're
there.
from there, they know what you mean.
All I know is from not being there, Detroit is rough in general. So, and downtown is always rougher than uptown. So, no matter where you are.
Yeah, besides, right now they're way too busy boiling their water and shit because they have completely incompetent leadership.
Yeah, but we're not going to get into geopolitics. Is that it for your turn?
Yep, that'll be it for me.
All right, Sir Fluffy Butt.
All right, Sir Fluffy Butt.
Ooh, fumbles. That Twig Blight is going to take a swingy swing and miss, but the wall is going to lash out at him as well. And miss. Alright, and he gets one more attack. Hits. That does it. He gets impaled by Sir Fluffy Butt's horn, and unfortunately there won't be a Twig Blight's corpse because as the life leaves this plant's body, all the twigs crumble into a heap on the ground.
That's disappointing.
He
I
did that
know.
on purpose. He did that on purpose. Just so he couldn't collect them. I'm telling you.
Anything else for Sir Fluffy Butt's turn?
He's just gonna kind of turn around and start looking angrily at the wall now.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us back over to Sir Godric. I shouldn't say Sir Godric. You haven't been knighted yet. But
No.
to Godric's turn. It's going to hit. I gotta do math again. Yep. He's gonna get 6 back. And you said if he's under 25?
Yeah.
Yep.
If the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be destroyed. On a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Go ahead and drop the save on him if you can. If not, I'll roll it.
Yeah, I don't have that set
Okay.
up.
What kind of save was it?
DC 15 Wisdom.
He makes it with a 16.
Well, he's still, he doesn't get destroyed, but he's now frightened of me.
He's scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to set something up for that. I know I can't.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
It's too easy for. I have the stat sheets open when I do this. So, anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna say good boy, Hamish, but back off. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Okay. Make an animal handling check with advantage because it's Hamish. Oh yeah, you definitely passed the DC on that.
Yeah,
So,
I just
Max, when we come around to it, Godric asked in the correct way for Hamish to back off so he doesn't get hurt. But Miss Holly, you're up first.
Same thing, Ray of Frost.
All right. That'll hit. 11 points of damage. This corpse is looking rough. Like, at this point, Hamish has got him pulled down by one arm. He's missing massive muscle chunks, and he's looking more like a skeleton than a corpse at this point.
Let's do two more. One more.
Okay. Hold on one second, because you had a thing.
A thing.
So you have an astral shard attuned. I forgot about this until just now, but every time you use one of your meta magic options, you can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of you. Fun fact.
Okay, that's good to know, but I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not splitting
Okay.
more than what I already are.
Nope.
So.
Just this is the first time you've ever used your meta magic, and you're level 11.
Yeah.
So we're learning.
Okay.
I'm telling you as
Okay.
we go. But you do hit with the second one. 11 points of damage. He is looking rough. He's like just dangling there. Not a whole lot left to him. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right, Hamish, you're up.
Hold on, I gotta roll these twice.
Yep, and
Oh, yeah.
you'll add one to that roll because now he's within 5 feet.
Okay, cool. He's gonna bite the corpse, and then he's gonna.
Okay.
And then he's gonna do that.
He definitely nails that bite. And that is enough to do it. So, Godric, you see, as you look down at Hamish, watching the two rays of frost smash past you and go, Hamish, back up so you don't get hurt. You see Hamish kind of side-eye you and then let go and just completely rip the corpse's neck off the shoulders and drop it on the ground. And then he backs up a couple of steps as the body drops lifeless to the ground. In the brief moment that the head is separated from the corpse, its eyes direct over to you, Miss Holly, and in Nick's wondrous voice, all you hear is, "Don't worry, my love. I'll be back for you again." And he is deceased. Max, you can unclick all the ferocity points for Hamish as that encounter ended. We will come back to you guys in just a moment.
Does he disintegrate?
No, he's just a lifeless corpse on the ground now.
Then I'm putting my mace into that head. Like there's
Okay, powder it.
squats, powder that head. Yep.
Yes.
Got
I
it.
am not your love. You're never coming back. The hell with you. Go, Roderick.
So
Oh,
that
let's see.
happened.
You already know he's a fucking undead fiend looking at you. No, sir. I don't think you know who you're fucking with, buddy.
Fair enough. But we will come back to you guys in just a moment. This corpse flower is going to lash out at Yurndris once, missing. And then twice at Willie. Missing once and hitting once. And Yurndris, you are up.
On you, my track record. And I'm going.
Another fucking crit. Let's go.
Go.
That would have been at the end of the current turn. What's the DC on that saving throw?
Oh, I have it. Let me drop it.
Okay. Yeah, because that would have been on the corpse flower's turn, which just ended. So it would have blown up. Yurndris, you can go ahead with your second attack. He succeeds, so no damage.
Okay.
Second
What
attack
did you
is
mean?
gonna miss.
Uh,
Anything else for your turn?
The bonus action, can I take a healing potion?
You can. So we rewrote the rules. As a bonus action, you'll roll the dice. As an action, you get the full value. So go ahead and roll those dice on Yurndris as you quickly chug down a potion of greater healing for 15 points of health.
That's not too bad. 3, 3,
Not
4.
bad at all.
I mean, the one sucks, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's,
That it for you
that's
then?
Yes, it is.
You know what? Re-roll your second attack because you are flanking. It should have been an advantage.
Well, that works out in everybody's favor.
There you go. It hits. Drop some damage.
Was not a crit, but I'll take what I can get.
Hey. This flower is starting to look rough. The vines are starting to drape and droop, and there's some black ichor coming out of it. But Willie, you're up. Advantage on your strikes for flanking. Don't forget to unmute.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to I'll use my bonus action to summon the flump next to this guy again.
Okay.
I have a token and just want to drag out there.
I mean, he's just going to blow up at the end of your turn, so...
I'm trying to be fancy. It didn't work. Okay, so gonna do that, and then I will just swing on him twice with yonder sword.
With advantage.
With my axe. That's it.
That one will hit.
Hit. Chop, chop.
13 damage. This flower is looking rough.
Swing. That's
With
what we
the crit.
make sure I have my extra damage on. Oh yeah.
All completely unnecessary because it had 1 hit point left. But you're like, you look like a weak little bitch, and you just rail your axe down on it, splitting it in half, and then just like crazy lumberjacking it into tiny little pieces.
I'll look over at you guys and I'll be like, I wonder if the other people had to do fights like these. I bet they're dead. It's probably just us out here now.
And as your sentence ends, the little flump you had summoned goes poof as it explodes. With
Let out a little, shit. Forgot that was there. Well, let's go see if we can find him then. And then that'll be
and with that, we are going to jump back up to the last group. Go ahead and take your rage off, Eric, because it's going to end. Jump up. The Bush Blight goes first. He gets 2 attacks. First one's going against Fitz, which is going to crit. So he, like, reels you in and then pushes you into the far wall, getting you for some good 18 damage. And he's going to try to do that again. He's going to hit. The second time he goes to do it, you kind of half expect it, so you're able to lessen the blow a little bit. But that is going to end his turn. Erdan, you're up.
I'm sorry. Did I miss something? I'm sorry.
Fitz
No.
just got critted and then hit a second time, but that's it.
Okay.
Being slammed against the wall on the other side.
Yeah.
I am. So for my action, I am going to use. Let me see here. It looks like he's been hit. Let me use. Let's try Sacred Flame. I switched out one of my cantrips this last go around, so let's use Sacred Flame on him.
What do you mean you swapped out one of your cantrips?
It was something to do with, I forget why I did that.
So as a cleric, you can revise your leveled spell list every time you take a rest, but you can't
but there
swap
was
out your
something-
cantrips unless
Didn't
you
we
level
just-
up.
Didn't we just level like recently or something?
Like a month or so ago, I think you guys hit 11.
Okay, well, fuck using that one then until I can go back and figure out why I did
No,
that.
it's all right. It's on there. Just leave it. We'll moving forward. Now you know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll use that on him. So.
Okay.
Let's see here. See how that works. Okay.
He fails, so go ahead and roll damage.
That's right. And level 11, so it should be 3d8.
Yep.
Is it not? Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. It's only got 2d8, so I'll just roll
Here,
another.
I got it. Give me 2 seconds.
If you right click, it should give you 1 extra dice while you're holding the dice.
There, I fixed it.
Oh, you're the best. Did I drop that on me? Oh my god, I'm retarded.
That's all right. I got you.
Sorry, this is what I get for trying to multitask on too many things.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
And then... I'm sorry, that was actually supposed to go to the other guy, Bush Blight.
Killing me, Smalls.
I know. I will take punishment for this later, I'm sure. For bonus action, I will use that. Let's see if that works. Probably not.
Misses,
And
but it should have been
that's
at
all I got.
advantage because he's flanking. So try it one more time.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to complain about that.
No, he hits.
There we go. And that's what I got.
Alright. Twig Blight is gonna claw out at you, Erdan. Missing. Fitz.
All right.
That is going to hit.
What'd you get for
20
throwing me
points of
around?
damage. The wall, there's still plant life there, but the animated portion that's been moving and holding on to you withers and crumbles to the ground. And you are now free.
Am I within range of Twig Blight?
Yeah. I'd say put a -2 on that, because you're kind of swinging over Erdan and around the corner a little bit, but you can definitely swing at him. Still hits. That is enough to do that. You wail around the corner, crumbling that pile into a pile of twigs. With that, everyone is out of combat. So we're here with Fitz and Erdan and Sir Fluffybutt. We're just going to let you guys run it for a minute. What are you guys doing?
Well, you good, Erdan?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
All the encounters are over, Brad. We're back in role playing. You and Fitz are up right now.
Oh, okay.
You good there, Erdan?
Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is give you a good looking over, Fitz, and make sure you're good there, buddy. I mean, you're the one that was getting tentacleized.
But it was a very gentle and thorough tantalizing, so you'll be all right.
Just a nice little tickle.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's do a quick search of this stuff. Just see if there's anything here. That we don't lose anything or leave anything behind, and then I say we continue on. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Do some looting.
So you
Yeah.
spend a minute or two looking through the wall, the grounds. All that's there is dead plants.
Okay.
The memories
Yeah.
of adventure are your loot from this encounter.
Whee! I was gonna say, yeah, let's Fitz, if you want to take the lead, we can put Fluffy Butt between us, and then I'll go behind him.
Yeah,
Bring up
sure.
the rear.
Okay. Fitz and Erdan, I'm gonna move the tokens side by side. That way you can both kind of see what's going on, and then I'll catch Sir Fluffy Butt up being in the middle if
Gotcha.
anything happens. But you
All
come
right.
around the corner and you can go straight. You can go straight to the right, or you can go right.
Well, straight left is dead end. Upper left might be something. Or we can go up and to the left. What are you thinking?
I mean, you always say left. This is a lot of lefts that we got to choose from.
That's a lot of left. Do you want the middle ground or the high ground?
I mean, it's game over if I have the high ground. If anybody gets that reference.
Right, but it's game over for the other people, so that's okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's go to high ground then.
All right. See what happens.
Oh look, another turn.
Well, I mean, we kind of only have one direction here, so.
Right. Makes life pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. I will also give you Vigilant Blessing again, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. It'll be like a good game. Slap on the butt. Good game.
All right.
Yurndris, I forgot your temporary hit points on that last round. You have 4 of them.
Oh, thank you.
Just FYI. You come around this way, and you can the way to the right is a dead end. There's a left turn that then tees into either a left or a right turn.
So I'm thinking that left was probably going to meet up with the middle ground there. So
Maybe.
let's keep. I mean, do you want to check it or?
Well, let's step out and see if we see anything. I mean,
I'm pretty
oh,
sure.
it looks like it's just gonna meet up. Maybe. Oh.
All right, let's just keep going
Okay.
up.
We'll keep going left.
Keep going north.
Up and left.
And apparently we're gonna. Oh, okay. There's something down there.
Hold tight. Let me get Sir Fluffy Butt caught up to you here. All right, I'm going to bring you guys to about right there, and we're going to jump over to the other crew, and I'll be back to you in a minute. We're going to go to Godric, Miss Holly, and Hamish. You finish powdering Nick's head into the ground. Honestly, at this point, there's nothing left of the body. You just smashed the ever-living crap out of it.
Good.
Now he's dead.
Motherfucker, don't move.
You do notice on the ground next to the chair, there is some half-plate armor and a greatsword.
I can take the sword, I guess.
Miss Holly, we've been through this before.
Okay, never mind.
Remember?
I'm not laughing because you caught my plan, because that wasn't my plan at all. I'm laughing because of your reaction, and I couldn't hold it back.
Molly's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. I'll pull out the bag of holding and slide the shit into the bag of holding.
Okay. Without touching it, that works.
Yeah.
All right, you should have a greatsword and half plate, 4th and 5th item from the bottom of your inventory there.
Yeah. Don't worry, Fitz will touch it barehanded. He's nasty that way.
Barehanded. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. So
I knew
anyways,
somebody'd catch that.
Well, I guess we just continue on, Miss Holly, and then we'll.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Nothing of importance after those 2 items, though.
No, you didn't find anything.
Yeah. Okay. I was looking before, so okay. Well. It
You
looks
come
like
up.
the path leads here.
Yeah, dead end.
Okay. Well, I guess we head back towards the entrance, as there was a second route to take back that way, Miss Holly.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, as far as you're going to let me go, I'm going to head back towards that other.
Let me make sure you're in the right spot here. As you come up here, Hamish lets out a little bark, indicating that he smells something.
All right. Mace and shield at the ready. I will move forward. I don't know what you see, buddy, but thanks for warning.
Molly's gonna scream.
I'm
Yandras! Willie! Are you here?
Gonna kind of investigate the area as I go, looking for tripwires or holes or.
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna say to Godric, they might be here. He might be recognizing the scent.
Yeah, maybe.
So the whole place is weird to you. You know, the Feywild in general is weird to you. But you
Yeah.
notice as you stop to take a quick look around and make sure you're not missing anything, that if you had taken one more step forward, you don't know what would have happened. But the ground in front of you, although it appears solid, is not solid. It is squishy.
Ugh.
Wishy.
like
Okay.
like stepping into the mud type of squishy. But without any knowledge or testing, you don't know the extent of it.
Well,
Like
that's
it will
easy
suck
enough.
us. It will just suck us like right in, squishy.
You don't know.
Well, let's find out, Miss Holly. There's a tree bush right here next to us. Is there a stick?
Rock.
Big
Yeah,
stick?
you can grab a big stick off the wall.
Okay, grab a
Okay.
big stick and poke at the ground.
Yeah, it sinks in about 2 inches, 2-3 inches, and then you
Mhm.
hit solid surface.
Okay. Is it? I'm gonna do that in like a radius. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you test, it's the same. Just
okay.
a couple of inches of squish. It'll slow you down a little bit while you're moving, but doesn't seem dangerous per se.
Um. Miss Holly, you don't have any kind of flight capabilities, do you? Hovering or the sorts?
Um. No.
No. Okay. Well, with you and all your magic, I wasn't 100% sure if you were holding something in that arsenal there. Um, I am going to suggest just to be on the safe side, uh, take some rope, tie it
Okay.
on Hamish's collar,
Mhm.
and then take another piece of rope and tie it around my waist, and you hold on to that. So everybody's got a grip on everybody.
Sounds good.
Because I don't know what we're getting ready to walk through, but it's 2 inches deep, and, you know, I don't want to lose you. You don't want to lose me.
Okay.
And neither of
Sounds
us want
good.
to lose Hamish.
Yeah. No. No. No.
So that's our game plan, DM. I have rope. I'm
Okay.
going to take a wild guess and say she's got rope.
Yeah.
Hope she's got rope.
Okay. So you guys are just daisy chaining yourselves onto a rope in case somebody falls, basically.
Yep, you got
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will say for the sake of that, you guys can't move farther than 15 feet away apart from each other, all three of you, for the duration that you're tied.
Okay.
Okay. And you're proceeding forward.
Mhm.
All right.
Can I make a smell check to see what the ground smells like? Like if it's not good smell.
Hamish would recognize it as like a swamp of some sorts, more like a bog. So there's no water content to it. It's just like decaying matter. That's all he would be able to pick up off that. But as you guys come around this corner, what Hamish knew all along is apparent to you that it is some sort of like bog. The floor is decaying. There's a body that's pretty much gone at this point in the middle of it, and traipsing around the middle of the swamp is Godric. You've heard stories of green oozes that live in the depths of the earth, giant gelatinous cubes that encompass carbon-based life forms and digest them. This resembles that, but it also looks like a goose. It is a little ooze goose, doubly named a
Okay.
goose. And we're gonna pick up back with you guys in just a minute. We're gonna jump over to Willie and Yurndris.
I need a minute anyway. Thank you.
Perfect. Willie, I'm gonna retcon and say you picked your stuff up so I can erase it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say first and foremost. And I'm going to pick those up. I'm going to ask Anderson, but do you think we should look through those bodies, see if there's anything worth having?
Why not?
They might have snacks. We'll check it out.
Okay. Are both of you looking?
But
Yep.
I am, but I'm also keeping my eyes and ears open, I guess.
Okay. Make dexterity saving throws.
Well,
So you're digging through, and as you're digging, you can hear a light hissing noise. And Yurndris, you let your hand just kind of bump into some of that black ichor that was draining out of the corpse flower, and you take 6 points of acid damage as you do so, and then you get some temporary hit points back. But you guys spend a couple of minutes digging, making sure not to touch that black ichor again. You don't find anything. It's pretty apparent that while encompassed by the corpse flower, things disintegrate, deteriorate, and be digested. So anything that might have been in there, long gone. You find a couple of bones. That's it.
Well, that's unfortunate. I could have definitely went for lunch. Well, left or right? Which way do you think we should go here?
if you're hungry, I got some jerky, but I say we go left.
Okay. You guys walk through that path, and it brings you right back to where you were.
Well, here we are. I guess we live here now.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Well, shit.
There-
I don't know.
There was an alternate path on the other side of the pitfall.
Shall we go see where another path lies? I mean, there was a path back before we, um, you know, body jumped over this hole in the ground. Should we go back to that path?
Oh, guess we can't stay here.
Yeah, I would like to not die, thank you.
You both make it back over the pit, no issues, and the path lies ahead of you.
Guess let's go this way.
We'll follow the path, and while we do that, I'm gonna pop a potion of healing that I have.
Okay. Which potion are you doing? Because as a full action, you'll get the full amount.
I only have regular ones left.
Regular ones? Okay, so you'll get a full 10 points back for each one. How many are you drinking?
2.
All right, mark 2 off. I gave you the full amounts. Get rid of that. All right. I'll move you along here a little bit because the path is pretty singular at this moment. But right here, you come up to a T intersection, going left or right.
Living.
Ain't left and ain't right. That's the old pirate saying.
You come around the corner and it's a dead end.
Damn it.
All we're doing is taking rights.
We'll wiggle down these paths. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
As you walk, you can see that there are some like ambient insect life. Nothing super serious.
I'll eat a dry ration out of my pack as we're walking.
Okay, just go ahead and mark it off. And here you come up to another intersection. You can either go right or go forward.
What do you think?
Keep moving forward, as they all say.
I was thinking straight looks like left 4 steps.
And the path curls back around. Willie, with your danger sense and passive perception, you would see that the ground around this next corner looks different than the ground you've been walking on.
I'll point it out to you. So look at the ground here. What do you think?
I would like to say I think there's something suspicious.
You can make either perception or investigation checks. If you're proficient with it, you can make a survival check. Willie, as you get closer, there's definitely something different with it. The ground is adjusted in some way. Willie, you spent some years hunting, and you remember the pitfall trap from before. And while you never really used a pitfall trap, you would understand that you would need to cover it somehow. And this might be just that.
I'll tell you interesting. I think it'd be a pitfall. They've covered something here. Should we jump over it, try to trigger it, go around?
I definitely don't want to fall down that. It is one of those, so I say we jump over it.
Okay. I think I can get a good running start to clear it.
You can't quite get the running start you wish you could to clear the gap. Looks a little bit longer than before. So I am going to need an athletics check from each of you.
Your heels together, Willie.
Yeah, no, this is what I was about to do. I'm going to activate my boots, thus doubling my move speed.
Okay.
Yindris is going down.
Then I'll give Yindris. I'll hand her my rod of my
Immovable rod. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Yurndris, you have the immovable rod in your hand as you jump. Who's jumping first?
Can I just clear it with 80 move speed?
No, you can't. I still need a roll from you.
What are we rolling?
Athletics.
Yeah, I was gonna say Willie should go first.
Okay. Willie, you click your boots together and clear the gap, no issues. Turn back to see Yurndris, who lines up and goes to jump and just misses it. Yurndris, roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you can activate that immovable rod. You do not.
I like that. Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
You fall 15 feet down the pit, avoiding the spikes at the bottom, but you do take an additional 6 damage from the fall. And as you lay there for a second with your pride busted a little bit, you can feel the slug hug you in the side of the neck as he replenishes some of those temporary hit points. But you're 15 feet down a pit right now, with the immovable rod still in hand.
I'm gonna look over the edge and be like, "Are you dead?"
But I wish I was.
You should have activated the rod.
I tried, man. I don't know what you want from me.
I'll throw a rope down.
Okay. It's no issue for you to climb up that rope.
Well,
Climb the rope.
hopefully we won't have to come back this way.
Ignore the chest. That's not part of the map.
Not part of the map. The holes are part of the map. Ugh.
I meant to have it blacked out. I forgot. That's my bad. As you stand here looking at this dead end, wondering what the hell, you can catch little glimpses of light through the bushes in this direction, as well as a voice. Yurndris, you would definitely recognize this as a child's voice as they play. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow the voice. Like, he's gonna be mesmerized by the voice, and just like his eyes are gonna be focusing in on the noise, and he's just gonna follow the noise.
Okay.
Not saying anything, just following.
Willie, what are you doing?
You know, when he's like a few feet away, because I'm not necessarily going to be, if I'm looking at this dead end, I'm going to be like, "What do you think we should do?" And then I'll turn around and I'll see them like going into these trees over here, and I'll follow.
Okay. As you move through the bushes, you do in fact see a child sitting on the bed, playing with seems to be a homemade doll. It's a little clearing with a bed and a bassinet, and we will come back to you guys in just a second. We're going to jump back over to Fitz, Erdan, and Sir Fluffybutt. You guys came around this corner, and you can see a shrine ahead of you. I need both of you to roll wisdom saving throws for me, to include Sir Fluffybutt.
That's a disadvantage, right?
Yes, it will be. But you will still get the +5 from Fitz's do hickamajigger.
25.
Okay, and Sir Fluffybutt. All right. Sir Fluffybutt and Fitz. Well, let's start with Fitz. Fitz, in front of you, you see a glorious shrine to Palor. And you feel nothing but compulsion to pray and offer your worship in the form of the most valuable item in your inventory.
And that's with a 17.
Yeah. Sir Fluffybutt sees the, I'm just going to say King Unicorn, because I don't know what unicorns worship, but has the exact same compulsion to run to the shrine, fall to its knees, and offer worship in the grandest form it can. Erdan, you see the statue of a human-ish looking being with green and gold armor with 2 large curved horns coming off the top of his headpiece and a gloating smirk upon his face.
Do I happen to recognize that person?
Roll either history or religion check. If you have if you have proficiency in one of those and not the other, you got to use that one.
Damn. I don't have proficiency or a modifier in either one of those.
So your choice. But while you're doing that, Fitz, your compulsion, please act it out for us.
Here, we'll move down a little bit to make room for Fluffy
Yep.
Butt. Here we go. All right, so okay, so just to make sure I get this, to me this is like the ultimate worship place of Paylor. Like this is all the meaning to my life kind of thing.
It's not that this is the ultimate place of worship. It's more like you haven't had a formal shrine to worship at, and you just have this unending compulsion because it's been months since you worshipped him properly to pay your homage, to offer your most valuable item to him, and to show your patron, your deity, that you are still there, you still follow him.
I guess I would get on my knees and bow down, and with my head pressed to the ground, I would begin to go through the long form. I guess you'd say like the showy, like Catholics have their regular service, then they have like their Christmas service, their midnight mass, and it's much more extravagant and long-winded and that sort of thing. Just the real. Why can I not think of the word I'm looking for? But anyway, just the real long prayer as I'm kind of going.
The ritualistic aspect of religion.
Yeah.
Very formal and showy, and
there's a word for it. I know there is. I can't think of what it is, but yeah, basically it's just, instead of saying the quick and dirty prayer, you do every morning, this is like the 10-minute long monologue to his greatness.
Okay. As you're doing that and placing your offering up, what are you offering, by the way? What is the most valuable thing that you want to give him?
I'm kind of torn because I think honestly, obviously besides his family, the most valuable and important thing Fitz owns is the elaborate symbol of Paylor that was given to him.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was thinking you were gonna offer.
Because I mean, it would be that or his sword are the only two things that in his mind would be worthy of offering to Paylor.
Okay. Well, if you can't decide, I'll say roll a d20. If it's on the high end of the numbers, it'll be the sword. If it's on the low end of the numbers, it'll be the emblem.
I believe it would be the emblem, because I don't think as a martial god, who has entire orders devoted to fighting the undead, I don't really think it would be proper to I mean, because I'm assuming as offering this up, I'm like giving it up. Like this, I no longer own this item. It's now Paylor's.
That's what you believe is going to happen here. Okay.
So
I'm gonna leave the item in your inventory, just under location. I set it to alter, so for intents and purposes, you don't have it for the time being.
uh,
Brad, with a 17, you remember an old story you heard from one of the Harengon traders not long after the first treaty was made of deities from the prime material plane, and there was an old Norse god from a long dead society named Loki who loved playing tricks on people and using disguises to lure them into traps and catch them unsuspecting. And the image that was painted with words all those years ago kind of come forward out of your memory bank, and it's ringing some bells right now.
Okay.
As you're kind of recalling all this information, you see Fitz unclasp the
yeah.
extravagantly ornate emblem of Palor that he wears on his armor and place it at the feet of this statue as he's
It's
reciting the prayer to Palor.
I'm just gonna look at Fitz and be like, buddy, what are you doing?
I am offering my most valuable item to my god. It's been a long time since I've been able to properly worship at one of his shrines.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, DM, would I can't remember. Would Erdan know what Baylor looks like? I know Fitz and I had discussions about him. I just don't remember.
Make a religion check.
Oh, come on, baby, give me something good.
You know that he's not a gloatful deity. He is a sterner protector.
Okay.
And the face on this statue just doesn't sit right with what you know about Palor.
Hey Fitz, quick question. While you're doing this, since you're focused on your deity,
Mm-hmm.
what does he look like?
Well, he's got a couple different forms he uses when he comes down as an avatar, but as far as religious regalia goes, he generally looks like a tall, very well-built man. Generally either wearing like loose linen clothes if he's appearing like to his followers in a peaceful setting, or in gleaming plate mail. If like he's appearing on the battlefield kind of situation. He is a very handsome man, but very stern looking. He has long red hair, and generally always kind of has like a burning sun behind him, kind of like a sun type halo.
Okay. As we're having this conversation, I'm going to kind of start moving forward. I don't want to overtake the tokens. Towards the where it
say-
fits in the statue.
Yeah.
That
We'll say they're right up on the altar, so you can walk behind them should you choose.
So hey Fitz, buddy, does your god happen to wear possibly a helmet with long horns or have the color green on him?
No. Palor is very much yellows, oranges, or whites. And his helm is just kind of your basic knight's type helmet. He's not one to go for extravagant decorations and things like that.
Okay. So
Um,
I
we're,
mean,
we're we're gonna
you
retcon 2 weeks, or not retcon, but recall 2 weeks. Brad, you still got True Sight on, don't you? Or would that have expired by now?
I think that would have expired by now, maybe.
What was the time duration on that?
True Seeing is 1 hour, but I don't
1 hour.
remember when did I
The-
put it on?
The rabbit.
yeah, the rabbit.
Yeah, that would have expired by now. Okay.
Yeah. So, hey Fitz, buddy,
Yep.
do you trust me?
Well, I mean, sure, we've been through plenty of life and death battles. I think by now, if I can't trust you, I can't trust anyone.
Okay, I appreciate that, bud. I'm gonna kind of put one hand on his shoulder while pulling my is it a warhammer?
Yeah.
Pulling my warhammer out, kind of just down low. And as I go, hey buddy, I really appreciate that. So I'm gonna need you to do me a favor, okay?
Sure. What's up?
Yeah. And I'm gonna kind of push him forward, and as I do that, I'm gonna just swing my warhammer straight at the statue
Okay.
to crush it.
Roll to hit in the chat box. Oh, no, you don't need to, because it's a vicious warhammer. Hold left shift and drop damage in the chat box.
What does that do?
Crits the damage out.
Oh, so shift and do what?
And then
Drop the
click.
damage.
Yep, in the chat box. Hey Pam, I think we got another puppy emergency.
Oh, puppy loose! Puppy loose!
Hold on, time out.
Oh my God, chaos! Willie, quit causing all the chaos.
Yeah, I took my dog outside, and it's like 9 o'clock here. There were like kids fighting outside. There was a lady with a fucking wagon for some reason. I don't know what's going on out there.
Well,
The
at
world is
least for 8 weeks old today, at least she whined and scratched at the door. So, and she didn't mess. I caught her like mid squat trying to find a place. But all right, so you take the swing and drop your vicious damage with a left shift as well. Okay. With one swing of your warhammer, you knock the head clean off the statue. Fitz, in the moment, being pushed forward and hearing the impact on the statue, you are highly offended and compelled to defend the honor of your deity. What is your reaction in that moment?
Okay, so basically, I'm kind of I went from kneeling and prostrating in front of the statue to sprawled out on the ground.
He kind of like, the way I'm envisioning is he put a hand like on the back of your shoulder and kind of pushed you forward a little bit as he reached over you with his warhammer to hit the statue. So yeah, you're kneeling, but you're also a werebear, so you're standing still like 6 feet tall.
I only pushed you forward enough so that I didn't crack you in the head.
Yeah.
Basically.
He didn't throw you off balance or nothing, but you know what he did. You're highly offended and you're compelled to defend your deity's honor.
I am going to jump up and
Well,
turn
there, buddy.
around.
Calm down, big guy.
Sun's getting
And-
real low.
I'm going to grab Erdan and I'm going to start shaking him violently. Why would you do that?
Okay.
Has anything happened to the statue?
Erdan, roll a Constitution saving throw for shaken baby syndrome.
Shaken baby syndrome.
It's Sid's time, baby.
Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Ignore that. Constitution saving throw. Oh, you son of a bitch!
That's okay. You're good. It wasn't a super hard DC. As you're being shooken, Erdan, you look over Fitz's shoulder at the statue. You can see the head got knocked clean off, and you're just like, wait, look. And Fitz, as you look over your shoulder at the statue, you now see what Erdan saw, and your compulsion is completely gone. And we're gonna come back to you guys in just a minute.
It's real low, buddy. Real low.
We're going to come back over to Godric, Miss Holly, and Hamish, who happened upon a bog-like area, and there is a ooze goose, kind of walking around, honking a little bit. Notices you, doesn't really pay you much mind. You know, kind of like stops and checks you out a little bit, doesn't get too close.
All right. I'm gonna look at this thing, and I'm just gonna say, "You stay over there. We'll stay over here." And I'm gonna make my way around the tree
I need to
slowly,
take care of
as
the emergency.
Okay.
keeping an eye on that thing. Is it staying there as I move?
It's like moving parallel to you.
Okay, that's fine. It can. It's keeping its distance. That's all I care about. We're gonna just keep following the wall around because I'm hoping to find a way out of this slime.
It does, as you're getting closer to the end, it does move a little bit closer. It's doing it hesitantly. You know, like it's curious.
You stay over there, Mr. Ooze. Stay there. I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me. You stay over there.
As you move up to that gap, it kind of walks over to the wall here.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving through the gap.
Okay.
That's
As you
very important question.
Yes.
Does this goose smell like an actual goose?
It
I ain't getting
smells.
close enough to find out.
Well, she's asking as Hamish, who has smell
Oh.
receptors. It smells just like the bog does.
That saves me from going on a murderous rampage.
Okay.
Continue.
Godric, as you step through this walkway, you feel that the ground is much more solid. And as you're looking down that way, you see the goose come squeezing out of the wall. And
Okay. Quacking.
honking. Geese honk.
Honking. Honk. Okay, honk. If it's honking, that means it's using a goose type language. Miss Holly?
Let's kill this thing.
Well, I recognize its form. I mean,
know,
it's definitely in a different shape.
I will say, Pam, Godric started fighting that corpse without your permission. You could totally just launch a firebolt at it if you wanted.
Yeah. I mean, not like
Yeah.
I care for Nick, but
You don't need permission to attack
Yeah,
something.
He
I'm
didn't
just
Yeah,
even
saying.
give you time to get proper closure or nothing.
Yeah.
but this doesn't seem to be aggressive, and it's not saying anything that we can understand.
It kind of steps over here, and you can see it's leaving little chunks of slime behind and quickly waddles back. Ah.
If you guys don't
no
want to
one's
adopt it, Fitz
bothering
is
me.
interested.
Do you didn't we get a collection of scrolls, Miss Holly? Check your bag.
We got a what? I'm sorry.
A collection of scrolls.
She got 2 scrolls of Create Spelljamming Helm and 1 scroll of Remove Curse.
Remove curse.
Okay, so those aren't the scrolls I'm thinking of. I couldn't remember what campaign, but I remember at some point in one of the campaigns there was a scroll of animal talking.
You guys had a potion of animal speech that was used
Okay.
at some point in the Feywild.
Okay. All right. So talking to thing. Okay. So I.
It's still just sitting there honking at you.
I'm gonna take a step towards it. See what it does.
No, Godric, it's gonna kill you.
It kind of like squats down a little bit, like not sure what to do, and
Well, Miss Holly, I'm totally against undead or anything that's trying to kill us. Right now, this thing is just watching us. It doesn't
Could be
seem
a
to be doing us
Nightcrawler.
any harm. Or mean us any harm as far as I can tell. So that's why I'm not just going all ham on it like I did your ex-boyfriend. So if we can just leave it and go, that would be my best suggestion.
If it touches me, I'ma fireball his ass. That's all I'm saying.
I understand. And
Okay.
I'm with you on that. So
Okay.
but we are on solid ground again here. So
That is true.
we're out of the bog, so I would like to continue going this way and see where it leads us.
That is true. Okay.
All right. So
Yes.
I am going to try and head here. Shield ready in case he tries to attack.
you take a step forward, and he like backs into the corner and is honking rapidly.
Buddy, I don't know what you're trying to say, but if you don't mean us no harm, I don't mean you no harm. So,
Are you proceeding forward?
yes.
Okay. You take that next half step to try and inch around, and you all have heard a goose hiss before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this goose
Terrifying.
hisses, but when he hisses, he lets out bubbles of whatever he is made of. Pam and Godric, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
That won't matter.
Shield.
So you can choose to succeed instead.
Yeah, my shield master.
Okay. So in that case, Pam, you are going to take 18 points of acid damage. And Godric, you are going to take 9
Okay.
as you throw the shield up. And it's still hissing at you, but it's not...
Run, Miss Holly.
Let me see. Hold
Run,
on
Miss
one
Holly, run.
second. Godric, as you move yourself around the corner, you find the rope taut as Miss Holly is frozen with fear of the goose.
I yank her.
Okay. Make a strength check, both of you. It'll be contested. Pam, a strength check, please.
Can she? Does she have the capabilities of
She can definitely resist being pulled closer to that goose right now, and she does.
Okay.
You go to like tug on the rope with all your might, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And look around the corner, and Miss Holly is like heels in the dirt, holding onto the rope, death on her face, like, "Fuck no, I'm not going anywhere near that sumbitch. You come back this way."
Okay. I come back. Miss Holly, we've traveled together for many, many moons.
Yes.
So I hope you're going to trust me on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to pick her up, throw her over my shoulder.
Okay. And carry her through, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think I got enough oomph to...
As you carry her through, Miss Holly, you realize that it's just a little goose made of ooze, and you kind of get over it. And you all make it around the corner.
Thank God.
All right.
And the
we're gonna
goose, Miss Holly, you look back, you see the goose go back through the little crack in the wall that it came out of, and kind of leave you guys to be.
All right.
Stupid goose.
Now that we're out of the bog, I'm gonna say go ahead and put the rope away.
Okay.
And we're on solid ground again, and we'll keep them handy in case we got to go back through more crap like that. After that, I'm just gonna suggest we keep moving forward.
Okay.
Okay.
You come up to a dead end.
Oh, god damn it! Well,
Sorry,
you
I had to do it
Away from
once.
the goose that easy.
well, I guess we're. The only thing I remember seeing was another path through the god-forsaken fog. So, Apollo, help us. Guess we need to go back.
I will put you
Yeah.
guys back right here, and then we're gonna jump back over to Willie and Yerndris, and we'll come back to you guys here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yerndris, stepping out into this clearing. The child hasn't noticed you. He's got his back kind of to you, but you assume it's a he. Is sitting there on the bed playing with a little, like, the field dolls that are made out of like reeds and shaped generally humanoid-ish. That's kind of what he's playing with.
Well, I'm gonna step further into the room and say hello.
He kind of jumps a
in
little
a
bit,
softer voice.
startled and shocked. Willie, if you wanted to move anywhere else, just go ahead and move your token. I'm just following tokens along otherwise.
I'll kind of get up behind Yendris there, and I'll reach for my axe and be like, I don't trust it. Start smashing and ask questions later.
No.
But as you say hello, the kid kind of looks up and goes, "Huh, you startled me. Hi. Have you seen my mommy?"
I don't think so. What's your name?
I'm. God damn it with the fucking names. This one's on me though. I should have known you were gonna ask that. My name's Locke. Have you seen my mom? She went to get food. I haven't eaten in I don't know how long. At least a day. She said she'd be right back, but I haven't seen her.
By chance, Shocker Barrel?
Say that one more time.
Said, is her name by chance Shocker Barrel?
No, her name's Mommy.
I haven't seen your mom anywhere.
Oh. Well, do you have any food for me?
Yeah, I have some jerky.
I don't know what jerky is.
It's like a dried meat.
Oh, I like meat. Can I have some, please?
Sure. He's gonna grab the rest of the jerky that was in his pocket and set it on the bed.
Okay.
So
He
now you can just
kind
no
of
jerky.
clambers over the bed and grabs a piece. And eats it and goes, "Huh, it's kind of chewy. I don't know if I like this. Do you have anything else?"
I have some rations that I
I
normally.
I don't know what those are.
Put a ration on the bed, I guess.
Okay. He grabs a handful and eats it. And goes. He like he's working the bit of bread. He's like, "Oh, this looks like something my mom makes every once in a while. It's kind of dry. I don't like it when it's dry." And he works through some of the other rations and he eats a couple of bites. He's like, "This isn't very good. Why can't you give me food like my mommy gets me?"
Really, it's all I have on me right now, but I'm sorry I can't do more for you. What do you say we go find your mom?
My mom said she'd come back here. I'm just hungry. Give me some food.
You, what I had on me, bud.
Well, it's not enough. You need to give me more. You can see he's now standing on the bed, like temper tantruming. Give me more food.
That's all I got on me, buddy. Please don't do that. Sit down.
I said more, and he jumps at you.
Can I catch him and throw him back on the bed?
I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one.
Okay. He bites down, or attempts to bite at your neck. You're able to get a hand on his chest to keep him from biting down on the neck right where the hug slug is sitting, and toss him back on the bed. He is now on the bed on all four like a freaking skinwalker, and his eyes have turned completely black, and he is like just snarling and feral and give me more food. What are you guys doing?
The nice boy.
Eric?
I'm going.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna.
Willie is taken aback momentarily as he looks at everything in his inventory.
Okay.
Cast blindness on this child
Okay.
because I forgot I had it.
Go ahead. He fails. So you just see like his solid black eyes go fog white. He's ah! The ferality of his voice is now gone. It's back to the whimpering child. He's I can't see. What'd you do to me? I just wanted food.
To bite me. That's not very nice.
But Mom said if you're really hungry and it's an emergency, that's what you need to do. Give me food. He's like arms out trying to see where he is. He actually falls off the edge of the bed and is now lying on the ground crying. I just wanted food. Now I can't see.
Willie, climb onto the bed and walk around the child and go to find a different way out.
Gotcha. I can do that. I'll just nod, and I will cross over the bed here. I'll dip over there.
You get around to the other side, and you can see that walkway. When you check it, it goes on for a little bit.
I'll wave Yendris over. I'll be like, I kind of throw my hands into the air. I'm not entirely sure.
Walk to the child, pull out a rope out of my bag, and tie him to the bedpost.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Okay. I don't want to kill the kid. That makes me feel bad. Oh, that didn't go very well.
He's a squiggly little fucker. You can't get a tight enough lashing to hold him. What are you doing?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Do any of these plants around me look like they can cause some type of sleep effect?
Make a nature check. At disadvantage because it's fey plant life. You're not from here.
Well, no.
Yeah, you're just really not sure. You're not from the Feywild. You don't really know the plants or what kind of traits they have.
I am going to cast Cause Fear onto this child.
Okay.
Hold on.
Doesn't work. He's still like sitting there blind, flashing about like, no, don't touch me. I just want food. And he, in his rampage, does lash out with a bite again. Missing. Just not able to latch onto you.
When I had a kid, she used to try and bite me all the time too. And you know what I did to punish that kid?
I don't care. I just want food.
I'm gonna crouch down, and in the most deep, guttural, angry voice, I'm gonna grab him by his neck, and I'm gonna go, "I killed her."
Okay, make an intimidation check. I'll say with the draconic nature of your voice, do it with advantage.
Oh,
Damn, that got dark real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit the kid. I don't want to hit the kid.
The kid immediately stops his thrashing, still blind, and like doing the blind person stare at the sky, and just starts sobbing uncontrollably, but is remaining still.
I'm gonna walk this way, and I'm gonna say, "If you follow us, I will kill you." And I'm gonna go follow Willie.
You leave the area with a child sobbing behind you.
Wait, I wanted it to go.
The two of you. Go ahead.
As we're walking out, I'm just gonna be like, I would have just kicked him in the head. That's how they used to do it on the ship.
No, I don't harm kids, regardless of what they do. And I did not harm my daughter in any way, just so you know.
I believe.
The two of you walk down that path, which doubles back on itself, and you come to an opened area with a table. You can see a little pond through an opening to the right. Ahead of you, in this direction, you can see the ground shifts from dirt to what's the word, like cobblestone, but it's ornate. It's almost like tile. And we're gonna pause you guys right there and come back over to Fitz, Erdan, and Sir Fluffybutt.
You know, I just have to ask first.
Yep.
How shocked is Yundris going to be when we all meet up together and I show up carrying that little boy in my arms talking about the new orphan I found?
We'll see.
Okay, so last thing that happened, I looked up, saw that it was not a shrine to Palor.
Yeah, you now see the Loki statue, just missing the head. You can see the head down on the ground. But you no longer have compulsion. And neither does Sir Fluffybutt, who is currently getting up off his knees. And you hear in your head, well, that was weird.
I am going to calmly let Erdan down, kind of brush his shoulders off, you know. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to pick up my medallion, put it back on, kind of brush it off. And then I am going to pick up that statue and beat it against the head and the ground until it is nothing but dust.
Okay. Takes you a minute.
I mean,
you get
full
it.
on just berserk rage.
Okay. You swear on that last blow, before the face is no longer recognizable, the grin changed from gloating to horror. And then you get that last smash down, and it shatters into a million pieces.
Uni god.
Erdan's just gonna pat Fitz on his big werebear back and be like, "Feel better, buddy?"
I do. Thank you, my friend. That, I feel much better now.
Good. Let's go see what other shenanigans we can get into.
You said the
Alright.
magic word. All of a sudden, a black dragon. No.
But first, just for shits and giggles, let's take
Let
a
me
look
take a
around
selfie.
here. Well, yeah, that too.
You check the area and you don't find anything. The smashed bits of a statue from a long forgotten god. That's it.
Okay. Well, what do you say we move on, bud?
Yeah, I don't like this place. Let's go.
Okay.
Moving into the next room, you find a
Just a silly place.
well planted and maintained flower bed. There's a walkway left and right, as well as forward from where you are.
I'm going to look at Fitz and be like, look how long y'all have been out here in the Feywild, but let's try not to fuck with the wildlife, okay?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Should we both go the same direction? Should we? At this point, can we tell that the path meets up on the other side, or no?
Well, you could like edge your way around to avoid the plants, so you can see down the ways. You do see
That'll work.
to the left there a little fountain with some water spritzing out of it. In the fountain, you can see a couple fairies and sprites bathing themselves. After a moment, they take notice of you and disappear, taking off into the air. And that's all you can see. That actually, both of you make Arcana checks for me,
Arcana.
or Perception, whichever you prefer.
Oh, absolutely gonna do perception. Not that that's really gonna help.
Okay.
But
Fitz, looking at that fountain and knowing that there were fairies and sprites in it a moment ago,
I want
you're
to throw a gold coin
you're
in.
you're pretty sure that fountain has some magical properties to it.
I'm gonna go throw a gold coin in it.
Okay. Step over, take a gold off your inventory. Are you following her, Dan?
yeah, I'm curious as to what Fitz is doing.
Okay. You toss a gold coin into the fountain. Nothing happens. Well, hold on a second, actually. Let me... So, you pull out a gold coin and you look at it. You know, and it's a little old. It's got dirt smudges on it. And you flick it in, you watch the coin. And as you watch the coin, the dirt disappears off of it and the gold becomes shinier. Any little chips or dents that were once in it are gone. Almost like it was freshly minted now.
I know this
I-
fountain.
I am gonna take a small drink, like just a cup a handful in and take a drink.
You dip your hands in and take a sip, and you feel a warmth come over your body. The same warmth like when you commune with Palor, and you gain 11 temporary hit points.
Dude, you gotta check this thing out.
What's up with the fountain, bud?
I feel healthier.
Should I also throw a gold in there? Is that how that works, or how does it work?
I don't know if the gold coin was necessary or not, but I was really kind of hoping it was a wishing well.
Yeah. I'll throw
But-
a gold coin too, just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna mimic Fitz's actions.
Okay. You flip your gold coin into the fountain, and you don't see any change to the coin that you toss in.
I don't see any. You sure this thing's working?
I don't know. I don't think I used all the magic up.
Well, I mean,
You take a sip, Dan?
yeah, I'll take a sip. I'm kind of thirsty.
You take a sip out of the fountain. It has no... You don't feel any different.
I don't know what's so special, bud. It tastes just like water to me.
I don't know. Maybe I took all the magic out of it.
I don't know.
Or maybe I just believe harder than you do.
He's gonna pat Fitz on the back. Okay, bud.
I need
Do
something
you-
to believe in, man. It's been a rough day.
Do you want to try believing harder and run it all again, Dan? Let your faith really take hold.
You know what? Just because you said that, yeah, shit. I'll go down the rabbit hole. Fuck it, why not?
Okay. So you're like, okay, I believe this time. I believe in the fountain. You flip
I'll even
another.
2 gold coins.
All right. You flip 2 gold coins in. The first one you toss in does exactly what Fitz's does. It goes to looking like it was freshly minted. The second one you flip in all the chips and dents that were in it are removed, but it doesn't get clean or look fresh and shiny. And then you
Huh.
dip your hands in and take a sip. And you instantly feel 100 times better. The couple of scratches you got fighting the blights are healed, and that's the only effect that matters. But you are returned to full health.
I'll look at Fitz and be like, "I'll be damned. I guess believing was the trick."
See?
Uh,
We're gonna pause you guys, and we are gonna jump back over to Godric, Miss Holly. Stepping up to the bog, the goose you can see has moved over to the far end. It is facing you. Its back is to that corner, and it's giving the same honks before when you were approaching it, which you now realize are warning honks.
Okay. Well,
Like you're cool, just don't come any closer.
right. Okay, so Miss Holly,
Yes.
ropes out on.
Okay.
Let's tie off again, just to be safe.
Ropes are on.
Um, from my point of view, I'm only seeing the opening to our west. Is that body actually there?
It is. It's very decayed. It looks like it's been there for a long time. You're not exactly sure of the decomposition rate of things in ooze, but this
Right.
body looks like it's not far from being completely disintegrated.
So here's what we're going to do. We are going to follow this path. I'm gonna like
You
point
just
essentially.
set your token on the path. It'll be easier.
Well, no, because I
And-
want to explain it to her.
Okay.
So I want to go. I want us to go straight across to that wall, and then we're gonna go up to the opening. Yep. Yeah. I shouldn't be using arrows. I should be using draw. But hey, yeah, you're helping. Thank you. Once we reach here, I want you and Hamish to start backing out through that opening. And I'm gonna be the shield between you and the goose in case he decides he wants to do something stupid.
Okay, we can do that. I
Do
don't
you
like the
understand?
goose.
Okay,
Bark. Woof woof.
then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
She she understands. I understand. And of course we got the ropes. So once she starts tugging on my rope as she's heading into that direction, I know I can follow her.
Okay. You guys start moving through. The goose honks at you. As you move through to the other side, you see it squeeze through a crack in the wall and appear here and keep doing the same thing. But you make it to the far side of the bog without any further incident.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Goose,
Quack,
for being so friendly.
quack, quack, quack.
Bark. Bark. Bark.
And does it the ground feel like it's
Yes,
getting
you are.
solid again?
You are back on solid ground now.
Okay, then let's go ahead and remove the ropes. I'll take lead again and start heading down the path.
All right. You follow the path until your next choice.
Was there any turns or other
Nope.
exits? Or...
I just moved you through the regular path. There weren't any
Okay.
turns or anything up to this point. You come to this clearing. You see two twin-sized beds in this area.
Okay.
It is. It's darker in this clearing than it has been in the rest of the maze. Like, you know, it's it's daytime right now. Like the light should be out, but as you step in, it's more of a twilight. There's an ambiance to this area.
Okay. Remember, I got Mesa Disruption. It's got light producing.
Yep. No, it's not dark in here by any means. The mace of disruption definitely helps keep light up, but you'd be able to see just fine without it.
Okay. I guess what I'm referring to with the maze is the shine on the maze hasn't changed. Because like
Yeah,
magical dark, I think counteracts
correct.
it. So
Yeah. No, the light is not diminished on the mace at all.
okay. All right. Well, I mean, I don't think this is a good time to take a nap, but we could stop for a minute. Maybe take a short rest. Gather our composure for a moment. Investigate the area to see if there's anything that might help us. You think, Miss Holly?
You want to take a rest here?
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily mean like stop and nap, but I mean just stop in general and look around.
Yeah, I guess
Kinda.
we can investigate the little area a little more. What time is it again?
When you entered the maze, it was like supper time.
Also, it's already like
So it's not long
midnight.
after that. You guys
Oh,
haven't been in the maze more than like 20, 30 minutes.
oh. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Well, then we'll span out and check the area for clues, signs of anything.
Okay. You guys can all make investigation checks. Hamish can make perception at advantage as he sniffs around. Just move you up here.
Ooh, look at us. Rolling 20s.
Look at that.
The biggest
Hamish with a
thing
19.
the biggest thing you guys notice, and the second you notice it, you hear the whoosh as Hamish bolts around the corner across the pond and runs up to Yerndris. As you can see, Willie and Yerndris through the clearing.
I could say I'll double time it as soon as I see Hamish running, yelling, "Hamish, Hamish, where are you going, buddy?"
Yep. And
I'm not leaving Hamish behind.
you catch right up over to them. Pam, are you doing the same thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna run. Oh my god, they're here!
Hey guys.
God,
Oh,
don't go back that way.
Yeah, you don't want to go our way either, but whew, Hamish was a really good boy, Yerndris. You'd be proud of Hamish. He'd do you proud. He helped us take out a undead.
Mac's boyfriend. Long
Yeah.
story.
Oh wow. Yendel said she was going to kill a child.
Oh wow. Oh shit.
And we fought a plant. There was a big
I
plant.
wouldn't walk back that way if I were you. Let's go find the others.
It's
Well,
weird.
if you went from that way and we came from this way, yeah, I agree with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
possible demon child. He did have black eyes at one point. Probably not
Well,
normal. I don't know a lot about kids. It might be normal. We'll have to ask Fitz.
I'm gonna let them know about the slug that's on my neck, not to touch it, because it's a very precious little baby who's not here to hurt anybody.
Brad and Jeremy make perception checks.
somehow that doesn't surprise me that you made a new friend, Yerndris. And I giggle.
Me healing point.
Wait, you want Erdan to make a perception check?
Yes. You, Fitz,
Okay.
and Sir Fluffy Butt. You can guide your... no, you cannot guide yourself on that one. Okay. Fitz and Sir Fluffy Butt don't hear anything, but Erdan, you can hear, coming from this direction, the sounds of Godric. The voice you really hear is Miss Holly as she went, "Oh my God!" as she does constantly. But then listening closer, you can hear the voices of the rest of your compatriots coming from that direction.
I'm gonna look at Fitz and be like, "Hey, your girl's that way," and point towards the direction that I hear the voices.
We're probably the worst three to try to hear from far away because we all have deep whistles. Just like randomly, just
And I was waiting for a reaction from Fitz, but
He might be
Okay.
muted.
yeah, he might
Nope.
be muted.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Just
There
not
he is.
Yeah.
All right. I will start heading off in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's head that way.
Ignore the pile of treasure. It's not part of the map.
Oh,
But I see it.
I feel your pain. I was like, aha, over here, the treasure.
But as you come around this corner, Erdan, you can see Willie straight ahead.
I'm just gonna yell out, "Willie!" as we start to approach the group.
I'll wave. They're like, oh look, they're not dead either. We're all alive, seemingly alive.
If I hear him yell, I'll step around and peek around the corner.
I will say
Right?
you all come to the center to meet, give your hugs and hellos and glad you didn't dies. And a moment after doing so, you all kind of look into this courtyard and you see a tall, slender, pointed-eared woman with very, very fine clothes, like the type of clothes that you from the Prime Material would recognize as royalty. And she, in a very soft voice, says, "Well, it's about time somebody made it through the first part of the maze and is allowed to continue on. Please join me. Refreshments are ready. And we will pick up there next week."
Damn it!
Nobody's
Whoa,
saying anything
whoa,
about the
whoa,
kid that I
whoa.
just yelled at.
Lily wants to know about refreshments.
Willie can ask that next week because the game is officially over right now.
Well, I mean, we could pop in as far as since we jumped past the greetings and all that stuff. We could take a moment and go. Well, I mean,
maybe I have a whole dialogue written and I don't want to brevity it.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But can we take a few minutes and retcon what we jumped over?
Oh yeah, if you guys wanted to like go over what you talked to amongst yourselves before meeting up there and her speaking, go for it.
Sure, absolutely. So,
we're just not going to involve her until next week.
Absolutely. So, of course, the reference to the child. Well, I mean, we're in a very strange place. So, I mean, if you met a child that needed to be yelled at, somehow that it's a little disturbing, but at the same time, not surprising.
I mean, I gave him all my rations, I gave him all of my jerky, and he still wasn't happy and tried to bite my neck. So, I blinded him, I yelled at him, threatened him, and we shall not bring it up.
Wait,
You know what,
blinded
Yundris?
him?
I blinded him.
You permanently blinded him?
No, I casted blindness on him.
That's a permanent spell.
No, it's not.
It only lasts for a minute.
Oh, isn't there one that's like...
Yeah, it's called eye stab.
Or gouging fingers. That one does it.
No, I could have sworn there was like, or maybe it was an earlier edition.
I think it was an earlier edition.
Yeah.
But it was like permanent.
I mean, it sounds like you tried to do what you could, Yundris, and I approve. I mean, you tried to do good by the child. You tried to feed it, and you tried to reason with it, and it didn't want to reason with you. So, I'm okay
And
with it.
anyway,
Eric-
he's perfectly fine.
Eric, you get permanent level 1 exhaustion for the rest of the campaign for the horse heart head in a jar picture. That was rude. And then the Hamish jerky, like, no.
There's Erdan in a bag too. That was fair. I mean, equal opportunity.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just now
we're
going
not
through
upset
tonight.
about the Erdan thing. It's the horse head mostly.
I'm sure Erdan jerky tastes divine.
The horse head,
Did you see the
Not-
video I
See
sent
what
back?
see what I did there though?
the horse head is kind of for me when it comes to Willie. But the Hamish jerky, that went too far for me.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I will put the goose back up here so you can all see the 3D model of it because it is fucking adorable.
Yeah,
but-
Erdan, we need to go
Where's
check
the
that
goo-
out.
Yeah, where's the goose?
I'm gonna put it right next to you guys. If you switch to the 3D mode, you'll be able to see its body.
Oh god, it's so
Maybe.
wild.
It's pretty freaking adorable. I'm not gonna lie. You can thank TikTok. I borrowed the goose and the hugging slug from TikTok within the last 48 hours. And like, those are fucking adorable. They're going in the goddamn maze.
Where's the hugging slug?
Oh,
My neck.
yeah. Let me
He's
put
on
his
my neck.
let me put his character sheet or his token back up.
Slow.
Make him squishy, and he will be my squishy.
There we go. He's right next to the goose.
Squishy!
He has little grabby arms.
For hugging.
He's hugging Yurdris's neck until such time as he decides not to or is removed.
By a devil
He will
child.
not be removed.
That's awesome.
All right, sorry to interrupt. You can continue with your catch-ups.
That's all I really wanted, just to address the whole child thing with Yurndris. As far as I'm concerned, that's all I had.
Okay.
So, anybody else have anything they want to?
No?
Quietness tells me no. I guess we're done.
All right. Well, with that, I will go ahead and cut the stream. Thanks, everybody, for coming to watch. Hope you had as much fun as I did watching Yurndris get like 5 crits in a row, one of them on herself. Himself. But we will see you Sunday for, excuse me, Waters of the Deep, or we'll see you back here next week to see what's up with the bitch in the maze. Bye, everyone.